Hey, what's up, and welcome back to the HK Rifle Works YouTube channel. Y'all have to forgive me, my allergies are killing me, so I'm a little stuffy, but we're gonna get through it. Today, I wanted to take a look at my 223 Precision Rifle, and the reason why I pulled this out is because we are about to get in some 77 grain tipped Match Kings, and I'm really hoping to do some load development and testing this weekend, and if we find a good load, maybe even shoot it out to the long range. So essentially, before you see any videos of me doing load development or shooting a rifle or anything like that, I always like to do a general overview or like a deep dive into our gear, our optics, and just about the firearm we're shooting. So if you're watching one of my videos and you see a rifle that you like, you can kind of scroll back in my videos and find the overview and kind of deep dive of the rifle, and hopefully that answers some of your questions if you have any. But anyways, before we get started, if y'all wouldn't mind, give us a subscribe, thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't, leave us a comment. And if you see anything on the channel that you like or want to learn more about specifically, like if you want to learn more about this stock or this optic or maybe a silencer, let me know. Leave me a comment down below, and I would be more than happy to do a one-off like individual product review or something like that. And your comments really do help me kind of prioritize which videos I should get out first and which videos can wait a little bit. So for example, like you really want to see a video on the Vortex Razor HD, I'm going to prioritize making this video over something else. So again, talk to me, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do that if y'all see anything that interests you. So anyways, starting from the stock of the rifle, going to the muzzle, the stock of this rifle, we are going to be using the Grayboe Ridgeback. And in terms of stocks that are currently available, like no lead times, you don't have to wait to get a custom stock made, whether it be 8-9 months or whatever, the Grayboe is essentially available, like ready to go in your cart and ship out. I think Red Hawk Rifles is their master distributor, so they're available and ready to go. And these are easily one of my favorite stocks. They're pillar bedded, they have adjustable comb, they have spacers for length of pull, flush cups for a sling. They've got some M-LOK mounting and everything like that. What we've done with this one is we've actually glass bedded this action into the stock as well. It does just fine with the pillar bedding, but I like that little extra glass bedding and cradling of the action, so we have full 100% contact. And as well as this, we are using their detachable bottom metal, their Grayboe detachable bottom metal, with the MDT 223 magazines. And these magazines have worked great for me for 223, also with 300 Blackout. And they've fed great, they've been perfectly reliable, so just the polymer MDT mags is what I've been using. For our trigger, we are using a jewel trigger. It's set right about either around 6 or 8 ounces, so it's pretty light and it feels really good. I usually err towards Trigger Tech, but I was having some issues when I was closing the bolt. The firing pin was riding the bolt closed, so essentially it was like firing when you would close the action. But the nice thing is about the jewels is they have adjustable sear engagement, so we were able to remedy that and still have a light trigger. The action that we're going to be using is a Stiller Predator, and this is similar to like say their TAC 30 actions, but what I like about the Predator line is they have a Wyatt's box magazine, so it's a little bit bigger box magazine. If you're shooting either a short or long action cartridge that is very, very long, you've got a little bit extra space to feed those super long, like Seek and Ogive bullets and stuff like that, really long bullets out of the front. So that action's been good for us. It's really smooth, it's been really accurate. For our bolt, we've put on a TAC 30 bolt handle, so it makes it just a little bit easier to cycle the action instead of the smaller kind of hunting style bolt knobs that comes on this. For the base, we're running a 20 MOA base with Seekins high rings and a Vortex Razor HD Gen 2. This is their 4.5 to 27. We're shooting this in mil radians. And the reticle that we're using in here is the EBR-7C. So that's one of my favorite reticles that Vortex makes. And then last but not least, up top, we're using their Defender flip caps. These have been great. I really like having flip caps on my optics. It's kind of like cheap insurance for your glass itself. And kind of keeps debris and dust and everything like that off your glass when you're transporting your rifles, or setting up at the firing line, stuff like that. Now moving on to our barrel. This is a Criterion barrel, and I've had great luck with the Criterion barrels. I shoot a good bit of them. This is a pre-fit actually, so it's a variable shoulder barrel. You could swap these out in your living room in like 15 minutes. They're super easy. You don't have to send your rifle off to a gunsmith. All you need is some headspace gauges, a barrel nut wrench, and a good torque wrench, and you're essentially a vise as well for your action. But you're essentially good to go, and you can change these barrels out really, really quick. But this is a 26 inch. It's their varmint profile, and it has their 223 match chamber, which is really cool. It's got, I think, around a 65 thou longer free bore, so you can shoot those really long bullets or seat your bullets out further. So it's been great with me. It shoots sub half minute. It's balanced well, and I couldn't ask for anything better, essentially, especially from a pre-fit. The action and barrel are coated Patriot Brown, kind of to match everything, kind of give it that earth tone vibe. And up front here, we are using a Badger Ordnance, their EFR or embedded front rail. We shoot with a Knights Armament PVS 30 sometimes at night, and we also have a TMVC torch. I think it's their Mark III, so it's their IR illuminator. It's not like a PEC or a D-ball that shoots a laser, it's just an illuminator. But it's crazy bright and it works really, really well. On the bottom here, we have our Atlas bipod with our American Defense QD. And then up front here, we have a dead air brake for our suppressors. Now, I run a Sandman S and a Nomad and a couple other rifle cans. But for this rifle, I really like the Sandman S. This can's a little bit shorter, it's a little bit more compact, and when you're hanging a can off already a 26 inch barrel, it gets fairly long. So this has kind of been my choice for suppressors for this rifle, and it's worked really well. It's got the Chemo on the bottom that mounts up, and I'm also using Dead Air's 223 or 556 end cap for it. So essentially, that is just a super quick overview of the rifle. Like I said, if you ever see anything on the channel that you want me to dive a little bit further deeper into and do like a one-off review or anything, let me know. Again, leave us a subscribe if you like, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, share with your friends, share with your family. Tell your dog I said hi. We'll see you in the next one.